Trump breaking news today. Trump drops NATO threats if Europe pays its fair share. As long as European nations play fair and pay their fair share, Trump has promised to maintain the United States' membership in NATO. In an interview with Nigel Farage on GB News, the former president made the comments. It seemed like he had toned down his previous statements, where he threatened to encourage Russia under Vladimir Putin to do whatever the hell they want with NATO members who failed to pay their share of the mutual defense pact's costs. Nearly 4 years after attempting to assist the former president unlawfully in remaining in office following his 2020 election loss, Peter Navarro, who was Mr. Trump's trade advisor, has surrendered to the authorities at a Florida prison facility to begin a 4-month jail sentence. According to the former president's lawyers, who appeared before an appeals court in New York, the task of finding a bailer to pay his $464 million bond due to the civil fraud verdict against him is a practical impossibility. This opens the door for New York Attorney General Letitia James to start seizing his assets. Michael Cohen, Stormy Daniels, an adult film star, and Karen McDougal, an ex-Playboy model, who was previously cleared to testify against him in a separate hush-money trial next month, are all currently in the spotlight. A new poll suggests that a conviction in a criminal trial could hurt Donald Trump's dreams of running for president again. According to a Politico/Ipsos survey, a felony conviction may hurt Mr. Trump's chances in November's rematch with Joe Biden, but it wouldn't stop him from running for office. Politico reports that almost 1/3 of independents who took part in the survey expressed concern that the former president's criminal record might influence their decision to vote against him later this year. Political experts typically believe that Mr. Trump's legal troubles will hurt him with potential voters, but these views cast doubt on that belief. During a rally appearance over the weekend, former President Trump warned that a bloodbath would ensue if he lost the election in November. Trump has now accused the media of deliberately misinterpreting this prediction. Mr. Trump used the phrase when warning of severe economic ramifications for an American car sector facing siege from China without his presence in the White House. He was stumping for Republican primary contender Bernie Moreno in Dayton, Ohio, on Saturday evening. There would be a slaughter for the country if he lost the election, he warned, the former president's statement that every Jewish individual that votes for Democrats hates everything about Israel has prompted criticism of Trump's remarks regarding Jewish Democrats. The remarks show that, in the run-up to the 2024 race, Mr. Trump plans to attack President Joe Biden by bringing up the conflict between Israel and Hamas. President Trump made the remarks while listening to Sebastian Gorka's America First radio program. In a recent criticism of Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's leadership, Democratic Senate leader Chuck Schumer proposed holding new elections, which the former president strongly condemned. House investigators talking to a convicted felon and infamous fraudster in the Republican-led investigation into President Joe Biden's impeachment wanted a presidential pardon in Trump's last days in office and wouldn't rule out asking for one if Mr. Trump was back in office. During a public hearing with multiple ex-business colleagues of Mr. Biden's son, Hunter Biden, House Republicans will hear testimony from Republican witness Jason Galanis, who is now serving a federal sentence, via remote video link on Wednesday.